And welcome back to part 3, where I was about to tell you about the little dungeons that he found. He has found 3 dungeons where the monster spawns are at, and as you can see, there's a pig being in the cage, and I believe that's because when they first made the little spawn, they just had pigs come out of it. That's what someone else told me. I'm not really too sure. And now that we're down here, we're kind of stuck, so Comics will have to actually build a little staircase up. So, in the meantime, he has found 3 dungeons, but we only found one of the 3 around here, and basically he used that to get the milestone, and from there he built this giant area where it has pretty much been the Forgotten City, and I believe I hit the mic again, and I apologize for that. I gotta stop doing some hand gestures. It kind of helps me actually set the mood of actually talking. I don't know why. It's just like when a voice actor uses hand gestures to actually pretty much get into character, so when they move their hands they are basically expressing how they are talking. So it's kind of weird when you actually think about it, but at the same time it is pretty understandable, and I really understand what they're going by it. And this is basically the little buildings that he's going to build. Each part will have its own spot, like an armory and the weaponry and all that good stuff. And he's only gonna put steel and iron. There's no such thing as diamond weaponry or diamond armor back in the old age. So this is basically going to be this type of spot where it's kind of like the medieval times, if you want to call it that, if I believe that was correct. So it's pretty much going to be gold and steel, because they did have gold armor, they did have steel armor back then. So it was kind of it just be this kind of spot where this is going to be like the ye old medieval times, where there's going to be the iron, the gold, everything you can imagine that has to deal with the old times back then. So this is actually pretty nice to actually come back to the Forgotten area, the Forgotten City, and build from there. And I almost touched the lava. I wanted to touch the lava, but I knew I probably wouldn't make it if I was on fire. So I like to fool around every now and then. So don't blame me if I actually start to fool around every once in a while. It's kind of fun to do so. So I just jump on the fire, then I get myself burnt, and I jump in the little water just to make sure that I don't die. And apparently I'm swimming up without really realizing it. So here's another spot. I'm gonna do it again. I burn, and then yeah, I'm safe. Alright, continuing on. There's more spots that we're gonna have to see in this world, and you just can't wait to actually get to look at them. And I can't believe there's so much ice around. I have never seen so much ice in one spot. I've actually been to other worlds. I made some other worlds where there was a lot of ice, but I have never seen so much ice in one spot. So it was kind of neat for me to actually go across the ice here. And there's some other spots that are just empty, but ah well. And I believe here is where I believe this is the Ender City. I don't quote me on this. I'm thinking that this is the Ender City that he was talking about another time. And as you can see, there's railroads going everywhere, so that would be a nice tour to go on the railroads. But again, it'll lag, so we're gonna have to backtrack. So it's kind of pointless to go on the rails. So where are we going? I don't even know. Nice spot using the jack o' lanterns, little pattern there, some piggies around, and little spots, little houses. I believe that's his first house that he has ever made. I believe that's what he called it. So that's gonna stay as it is. Of course, he updated it, but it still has that cobblestone look to it. So that's pretty much like the first house he has ever made. The first bedroom he's made. It's kind of neat. You can only sleep at night, of course, it's not the daytime. And then here's the mines that he actually got some going. But apparently, one person was being a jerk and blew up a TNT in one spot. That's why you see a bit of a crater behind us. And then it goes all the way down to bedrock, and more tunnels along the way. But we're not going to look at the tunnels. This is not what we're here for, even though I kind of took a little bit of some time to actually look at everything, because it is his world after all. Everything had to start from somewhere. So there's his tunnels going left and right, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm not going to go down there and look at them, because we are here to see his world. So we're going to go up the stairs. We're going to close the door, because that's common courtesy. You always close the door behind you. There's pigs over there again. And this is what I believe to be like, I don't think this is a poor district yet. There's some districts that he has made to where that is going to be a part of a role play type of deal when he actually makes it. That once he gets more people, you have to actually work your way up to success, and you could go however you want to go. You could either work for it, you could work for other people, or you could go rogue and do whatever you want. But if you get caught, you get kicked out of the city. So this is basically kind of a neat thing to actually have into a server where you could do pretty much what you want, but you still have to follow the rules. But you could still think outside the box. And right now we are looking at the entrance. Well, it was actually pretty cool to see the entrance. There's a lot of pink wool everywhere. How many pink sheep did you have to find to get this? I joke. And look, there's pigs over there too. So the pigs do whatever they want. The animals will spawn whatever they want. They just do what they want. So I don't know if this is the poor district or the rich district. I'm not too really sure. It's kind of awkward for me to try to think about this, but I know that he's actually shown me these different districts around here somewhere. So hopefully I'll actually get my story straight. But again, Comic, he knows everything. Go ask him or watch his videos. He probably will already cover this by now. And yeah, where are we looking at now? More jack-o'-lanterns. What? Oh, that's an Enderman. He's pushing something. Okay, not gonna say anything. So it's kind of weird. I don't like. The gold eyes is kind of weird. I'm just gonna say that it's kind of weird for the gold eyes. I would have expected purple, but the gold eyes kind of makes a good detail. So here we are. There's the King Enderman in chains. You could tell. Look at that. That's pretty neat. That's actually kind of cool. Again, he has the thing of making Endermans, and a lot of them are in chains. So if only we could actually chain the real Enderman so that we could actually kill them and they won't have to harm us or steal blocks from us. And he noticed, and as well as I noticed, that there was one block missing, so he's gonna have to fix that eventually. It's probably because of the jack-o'-lantern that's in the way. Not too sure, because I never really actually had snow in Operation Bedrock, so I don't really know much about snow, and I don't really know much about the snow blocks that are made. So let's continue on, going up the little ladder. And this is basically the Ender Arena, so that when there's more than one person to actually battle with, you just go on an all-out brawl. I don't know what the rules are, but then there's going to be champions, and then the champions will have to defeat the other champions, and so on and so forth. You beat the champion, and you get something out of it. I just don't remember what it was. So this is basically a neat spot to actually look at, especially with the netherrack and the jack-o'-lanterns. Really nice pattern he has set up there. I fall and I get hurt, and then we're going to go to bed so it could turn into daytime. So, whoa. Alright. Yeah, you can't even tell if it's daytime or nighttime here. And don't mind me, I was kind of hungry and I ate something while making this video. Kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, well. Pick up your bed. Comic, pick up your bed. I'm not gonna take it. Alright. And look at that, the clouds are going back here again. So you could tell that this is basically very, very high of a spot that we're at. And then, oh, I think he broke the glass. I'm not too sure. And there we are at pretty much near the beginning once again, and he said that not many people actually got a chance to actually look inside the Ender Dragon. So he's gonna actually show me what the inside of the Ender Dragon looks like. And was that a Enderman back there? Because the one with the gold with the diamond eyes? Because I just barely noticed that just now. I think that was the Enderman with diamond eyes. I'm not gonna go back and look at it. And he gives you the wool because he has a lot of wool himself, and basically he's just gonna say without exiting anyways after the tour is over, so why not? Gonna go climb up and up and up and up, climb up. Alright, and jump across. And the glass right there is basically the foundation of how long the wings are gonna be and all that good stuff. And pretty much we're inside the Ender Dragon. We're inside the wing of the Ender Dragon, and we're continuing on, and then we're gonna go to the belly of the Ender Dragon right here. This is the belly, and oh my god, this is really neat. If only he lit it up, but I'm not gonna complain. It's that the amount of work that goes into it itself is pretty amazing. And is that a block that's missing up there? Yes, it is. That's a block that's missing. Apparently, every now and then a block will go missing in this world, so he doesn't actually worry about it too much. It happens because if he goes back there and fixes it and then he comes back to it, something will actually disappear again. So he doesn't really worry about it at all. And I can understand that, because in my world, whenever I get rid of a water spot and the 3 coal, next time I come back, the water spot and the 3 coal comes back there. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to show a video of that little small glitch one of these days, but until then we're gonna focus it back onto the comics world. And he actually told me to when he looked at it carefully, it actually, I believe it was a Star Trek symbol. I don't know because I never actually see the Star. I have never seen the Star Trek series. I've only seen one of the movies, but that was a remake or a brand new movie, the one that's like around 2011, I believe. So that's the only movie relating to Star Trek I ever seen. So apparently there's a Star Trek symbol to look at there, and if you guys notice it, then hooray, because I still couldn't notice it for the life of me. And he said it was completely accidental, that he didn't even intend it to actually make it. So, yep, that was the Enderman with the diamond eyes, and I saw the Enderman with the red eyes. So, alright, there's the Ender Dragon right there. We're on its wing, and we're looking over there with the other cities and the skyscrapers. I believe we're going to go back there over again, and look at all of that ice. I wanted to jump down there, but there's no safe way to jump until he actually showed me that there was another way to go, and yep, we're going to fall down. Boom. Alright. And then there's another spot that I believe, nope, no, not yet. We're not going to fall there yet. Alright, we're going to walk around. This is basically the underbelly of the Ender Dragon that we're going to walk under. It's pretty neat to actually look at it, the nice pattern details that he put into it. And again, what is a world without pixel art? It's really nice. I have never really seen Ender Dragon pixel art before. Probably because I don't actually look up the YouTube videos of it. So this is kind of like this is the second time of me ever seeing the Ender Dragon. Then we're going to jump down the little waterfall that will basically be safe for us to jump into so that we won't die. And we're going to go climb up some little bit of mountain area. And more ice spots. I wanted to go under there because of the water right there, but I just didn't want to. Because if I died, then I would have to go all the way back, and then I didn't want to cause too much trouble. And where is it? Where are we going? Alright, there's comics. And apparently this is going to be a secret entrance to get back to the Ender, I believe the Ender Arena. I think, I just don't remember. Let me see. Nope, that's just the Ender City. That's just a secret entrance to the Ender City again. And look at that, more jack-o'-lanterns. You just can't go overboard with the jack-o'-lanterns because it does kind of give it a nice touch. So yeah, I believe this is the Ender City that he was talking about earlier, or I was talking about earlier. Alright. Yep, the little houses right there. Each house is different, if I remember right. He didn't want to have the same old house design that every house looks alike, and I kind of understand that because that does kind of get boring. So you want to get a little bit more creative. Like, it's kind of like that thing in real life. You can relate that to real life. If you go look down your neighborhood, every house is the same. Some of them have the or the satellite dishes, and some of them don't. And then you see that one house that is like 2 stories that is different from everybody else's house, which kind of looks nice. I digress. Look at that, beautiful little bit of a skylight right there. Alright, continuing on, shall we? And the thing is, he doesn't want to dig down because there's some ice right there, and as well as you're going to fall, so you can't really dig down at this point. So he just wanted to show that to everybody, and I just cover up with black wool. I figured, why not? Maybe we could actually add something down there too. Alright. Sorry, kind of a little bit of a mind blank here because I have nothing else to say at this point, because it's really amazing of how much time and dedication he has put into this. And the only bad thing is, if we were to put it on any other difficulty other than peaceful, then creepers could actually ruin this, and that would be really, really, really bad. And that would be a point where it's like, wow, I just created this, and then a creeper comes by and blows it up, and now I have to go fix it again. So it's understandable why we're actually going to be playing on peaceful. There's a bit of houses right there. It kind of needs to fix a bit. Like I said, some of the blocks actually disappear on their own, so there's nothing we could really do about it. And yep, we're just moving along now. We went in a complete circle, and I believe I'm going to fool around somewhere. I just don't remember when. And look at that bottom right there. Look at all that lava in the... Is that black wool or... Yeah, that's black wool. The black wool and lava. That's really a nice touch right there. Just don't break the glass, otherwise you will fall into the lava and then you would die. Alright, on to the railroads. And this is a spot where I believe this is going to be the mail room type of deal, the little industry type of deal, where you could actually transport items on a chest on a rail cart going one direction to another. So this is pretty ideal for people to have if they want to transport some items, do some trading from left and right, and pretty much send items into another person's territory type of deal. So it's pretty neat that he actually made this. And I believe it actually works. It's just going to have to take a little bit of time to actually get to the other side. But until then, I'll see you in part 4.